So welcome to part 3. Now we start taking our chords up the neck, but we play it in the form. We play in the 12-bar blues form. You remember you had your open position A7, D7 and E7. And now we want to go up in the next position. And what we did in the first chapter, we took each of these up the neck. And to go from A7 with A type to the next type, it doesn't look all that different. It only does once you start to realize that this is really the chord that you're coming from. But it's a hard chord to play. So I usually just play this part or I play this part. As I said in the first chapter, you can use either one or you can do combinations. But for now, for what we do is this. Because we like how it changes the top note. The top note is this here, and then once I get here, maybe you've heard this before when they play like this. And the top note changes. So that gives you a very dramatic effect of how the inversions work. My A7 is now a G type. What do I have to do to stay in this neighborhood and find a D7 and an E7 so that I don't have to slide my hand up and down the neck, but I can play through the blues form right here. So my D7 was a D type. And like I said, it's always C, A, G, E, D. After the D type, we start over, we go to a C type. So the D7 here, in what I call is like the second or third position, depending on how you look at it. The D7 is a C type. And the E7, our 5 chord in the blues in A, was an E type down here in open position. And C, A, G, E, D. So after the E type, I need to go to the D type. And here's the D type. And so I have A7 with the G type, I have D7 with the C type, and I have E7 with the D type. I know it's a lot to say and to process, but after a while you don't think about that whole verbalization or the titles for this, because it starts to sound really complicated. You just have 5 different types, that's all. And once your hands become more comfortable with those, then the names for them don't matter all that much anymore, but you can play them. We're not going to get good at saying them, we need to get good at playing them. So just follow me, and I'm going to try to stay as clear in saying these as I can so that you can learn to play them. If we go through the 3 lines of the blues again, I start here on my A7, I do my quick change to the D7, and then I have 2 bars of A7. Then I go to D7 for 2 bars. So my second line, and I'm in the 3rd bar of the second line, I have to go back to A7, because every 3rd bar in each line has an A7. And my last line starts with the E7, going to the D7 with C type, going back to the A7 with the G type. And one last chord for the last bar, I go to E before I end the whole thing on the 1 again. Or I start over and I play another 12 bars. The rhythms we've been doing were one was where we played on each beat of the bar. On each quarter note, we put a chord. The other one was we played on the 1 and then we played on the end of 2 in each bar. Those would be the first steps you can do. Just use the rhythms that you already know, but now playing with the new chord types in this position. Let's do that real quick, why not? That way you know where you stand. We can change the tempo a bit. I go to 95 beats, and I play in the second position, blues in A, with a quick change, with the new chord types. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. On the C type. All right, so that worked out pretty good. Let's take the tempo up a little bit more, and we try our rhythm with the 1 and the end of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 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 1. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Okay, I played a little different rhythm there in the last bar, but that won't keep you from applying the rhythm pattern we did in chapter 2 on the chord types from chapter 3 now. So now we need a pattern for our chapter 3. And what we will do is we will recycle the one from chapter 1 and from chapter 2. We do what ends up being a 2-bar pattern. We take chapter 2 first for the first bar, which was our rhythm of 1, 2, and 3, 4. And then the second bar will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm back to this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So there you go. This is your third pattern now. Now you moved from playing our 1-bar rhythm to playing a 2-bar rhythm. Now we can combine this. We could do one chorus just playing the rhythm from chapter 1, the next chorus, the next 12 bars we play the rhythm from chapter 2, and then in the third chorus we combine that. I'll leave you to use your favorite backing track or your favorite play-along track or your favorite blues in A that you already found and you play with to do that. You play 3 different choruses, comping, which means accompanying with your rhythm chords, now in the different positions. You can go back to chapter 2 and find the recommendations I made there, Freddie King and Little Walter. Or you can go and find B.B. King doing the letter. You will need to find the recording from the Blues Collection. His tuning is a little low, but that doesn't matter. You can tune to him or you just play along with him. He's awesome the way he's playing. And you can practice your chords with one of the best blues bands around. Another great one of his is Outside Help. It's a live recording by B.B. King. It's very, very slow, but playing along with the quarter notes, this will give you a very good practice in staying in time with a band that plays a slow tempo. And then you will find your own blues, and like I said, if you find a new one, put a recommendation under my backing track in A so other people can share yours, and I'm hoping that you can find other ones there and we all can jam to the blues some more. Thanks.